Wing Commander Defiant Few. Episode 4. The Tide Draws Near. TCS Charlemagne Fighter Complement, 2:15 p.m.
All humanity will soon entertain us with their screaming.
Titan, look out! Enemy vampire, 3 o'clock low.
Say it again, sir! Comms keeps to be standing! I can't hear!
God damn it!
Colonel, Spear here. There's an enemy Hydra cruiser roughly 7 kilometers away. With the ships and bombers we have left, we might be able to take it out before we're all... I think that's all we're going to be able to do now, sir.
Yeah, I think you're right. All fighters not currently engaged, form up and follow me. We're going to make a straight run for a nearby enemy cruiser. If we're going to die today, we're taking that thing down with us.
Forming up now, sir.
Same here, Colonel.
Forming up now. Colonel, there's a carrier 10 kilometers away. Shouldn't we try for that?
We've got too few ships, too few torpedoes. We can't take it out.
We probably can't take the Hydra out either.
Whew! Beasty here, forming up now. I don't think anyone else is in a position to help.
We are. We shall help you all to your deaths.
Anyone else mind if we switch the comm frequency? That's really starting to get annoying.
No time! Just ignore him, he'll be dead soon.
We shall all be dead soon.
Alpha Wing, pull it together. Don't fall behind the Excaliburs. Any remaining bombers that can join us, do so.
My wing, we've got 7 vampires closing in behind us. On my mark, come about and engage. Fire every last missile you have and switch your targets. Make sure we hit them all.
That likely won't be enough to take them out, sir.
Wizard!
Sorry. Ready to fire on your order, Colonel.
You charge towards your doom.
Accept the inevitable.
Try and make sure you kill those 2. Everyone, attack now!
Two confirmed kills. Looks like we blew the cockpit off of another vampire and now it's drifting.
Not enough.
Shut up.
Colonel, they're flying straight past us. Heading straight for the bombers.
Heads up, Alpha Wing, you've got incoming.
Don't let them get out of range.
We've got skates on approach from behind, sir.
Try and dodge them, but our priority is still in taking down the vampires.
Oh crap, I'm taking fire!
No!
Pencil is down. I'm not reading an ejection pod.
You'll pay for that, you bastard mutant!
More meat dies screaming. You are next.
I am I? Come on then, let's see who dies first.
Requiem, stay in formation. The Excaliburs will get them.
I'll kill you all!
Beasty, be more careful, you almost rammed him.
Does it really matter at this point, Colonel?
Yes, it does. All fighters break and attack!
What the hell?
Confederation fighters are sir. 6 Tiger Sharks. Correction. 24 Tiger Sharks!
Charlemagne fighters, this is Major Rebecca Owens from the TCS Boston. My wing is here to assist.
You were expected.
They're attacking the Nephilim vampires. It actually is reinforcements this time.
The Boston is a destroyer. That's way more fighters than a destroyer can carry.
Are you really gonna complain about that, wizard?
No, sir.
I thought not. Major Owens, this is Colonel Weber from the Charlemagne. Thanks for the assist. Okay, all surviving fighters, the odds have shifted to our favor, for now at least. I want every last bug fighter here dead in under 2 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but she said...
With pleasure, sir.
Yes, sir.
Not a problem, Colonel.
The Tiger Sharps have opened a hole for us, Colonel. We've got a shot at the Hydra.
We might even be able to punch through to the Leviathan now, Captain.
That would mean heading too deep into the enemy's lines. Between Pencil, Cactus, and Gamma and Delta Wings, we don't have enough bombers left.
Maybe not, but if we could take out the bridge of the launch decks, that could prove far more helpful in the long run.
Negative. There isn't time, and there are still too many bug fighters around the carrier. Launch whatever you can at the Hydra, but as soon as we've cleared the area of enemy fighters, we're getting the hell out of here. So work fast.
Yes, sir.
Understood, Colonel.
You know that this is but a temporary reprieve. Colonel Weber.
How does it know your name?
Which is more than you're going to get. Beasty, Bard, you're closest to the enemy's last vampire. I want that ugly bastard put out of our misery for good.
Aye, sir.
This is for the Charlemagne. Damn it. Sorry, Beasty. I have to evade.
Don't worry about it. This pass is almost down anyway.
Bard, are you okay? Damage report!
I'm okay, sir.
The hell you are. I can see your ship is on fire from where I'm sitting.
I'll make it.
What's your status, Bard? I want specifics now.
My shields are down. One engine is down. My speed is reduced. Handling is impaired.
She has significant hull damage. One hit in the right place would finish her, Colonel. Probably the only reason her ejection alarm isn't sounding is because it's been damaged as well.
I'll make it.
Can you eject? I said, can you eject, Lieutenant?
I can still fight, sir.
Lieutenant Sermon, you will eject now. If you don't, I'll have you struck from the flight roster and charged with disobeying orders.
But... fine. I mean, yes, sir.
Holly, look out! You've gotta... Shit.
Looks like we've almost cleared them out, Harold. Yeah, the 20 or so survivors are running.
Not you, you bastard! You're not getting away.
So, to oblivion then.
Last mutant is down, sir.
Good work, Beasty.
They're not running. They're moving to join a 100-strong wing off the main fleet. Major, that wing is heading straight for the Boston.
Understood. Colonel Weber, we have a new situation.
I heard. All fighters, get in formation now. We have 2 ejected pilots. Only 2. and close to 40 fighters lost. Damn it! Spear, Requiem, pick the ejection pods up and then catch up with us. Lead the way, Major.
Yes, sir.
0 hits on the Hydra, Colonel. There just wasn't time.
Don't worry about it. We appreciate the assist, Tiger Sharks. We thought all we could do back there was die fighting.
That can still happen.
Shush.
Well, it looks like you'll have a chance to return the favor. Our fighters are from escort ships that were caught too close to the Ragnarok jump point when the Nephilim jumped in. We're trying to run back to the fleet, but we had a swarm of bombers closing in on us. Until they decided that the Charlemagne would make a better target. The fact is, that's why we're still alive.
Why didn't they just send wings after both targets? They've certainly got enough fighters.
Because they realized they could divert to us and still be able to intercept the 3 escorts before they could reach the fleet. We were the priority target. The escort ships were just for fun.
Typical carrier pilots, always looking down on us.
Brimstone, not now.
Makes sense. No offense, Major, but a dead carrier hurts comfort a lot more than 3 escorts.
Well, if we can beat back this new wave, we can at least make sure they don't get all their targets.
How many fighters does the Boston group have flying Cap?
None.
None?
None.
Okay, so that's about 70 or 80 fighters on our side versus 100 on theirs. This outnumbered and outgunned routine is getting a little too familiar for my liking.
Oh, will you stop whining? We won last time, didn't we?
Our carrier is molten slag, and you're saying we've won?
This is no time for bickering, children. Don't make me separate you two.
Major, do you have any news on how things are going throughout the rest of the system? I know that Vesuvius carrier turned out to be in Nephilim hands, or claws, or tentacles, or whatever they have, but we've not heard much else since we got here.
Things are going badly. Very badly. Perry Naval Base has been blown to hell, and from what we've seen, it looks like they've started evacuating it. We've lost the TCS Trafalgar and are preparing to pull out of the system entirely.
Oh.
How can Perry have been so badly damaged? The bug fleet hasn't even reached it yet.
That Vesuvius-class carrier, the Mount Takachi, Admiral Gooden sailed it right up to base. Specifically, right into optimal missile range.
Whoa, that can't be right.
It's a pretty hard set of circumstances to mistake. That's what happened.
No, I mean the Mount Takachi. My sister's comms officer aboard, and she sent me a letter a few days back. She said that they just finished refitting that ship, and they were starting shakedown operations in the Argent sector. The Argent sector. There hasn't been bugs in the Argent sectors since ever. And even if they had captured that ship and pushed its engines as hard as physically possible, there's just no way they could have gotten that ship all the way from Argent to Gemini this quick. Right?
Using normal ship drives and endpoints, not a chance. But maybe if they opened another wormhole... No. I've read reports that say those things take enormous amounts of energy to open. They couldn't make one without someone noticing. Now that I think about it, it's hard to believe that the bugs could get a hold of a Vesuvius-class carrier without someone sounding the alarm.
You're cleared for more than any of us, Pharaoh. Any mention of heavy carriers going missing?
None that I've seen, but that's not really saying much.
Colonel Weber, did you miss me? In case you haven't noticed, I'm turning my fighters about. Your cruisers and destroyer can wait. Let us resume our entertaining slaughter.
Beasty, you said you'd killed him.
I did. I saw his fighter explode. He couldn't have ejected. He was yammering on right until it blew.
When their skin is burned off, a fresh skin will be provided.
Command Center, Perry Naval Base, 2:30 p.m.
Damn it!
Now what?
Sensor data updates from the nav buoy shows a new larger wave of Nephilim fighters moving to intercept them. I thought they might be able to meet up with the capital ships and reach the fleet, but doesn't seem likely now.
The bugs have too many fighters. It doesn't matter how many the Charlemagne survivors take down, they'll keep sending in new waves until they're all dead. They're not going to let our fighters or escort ships slip out of their grasp.
If survived longer than estimates predicted they would, maybe they can turn this around yet.
All of those people are lost to us. We can't do anything for them. Our focus has to be on saving as many ships in our fleet as possible.
Yes, Admiral.
Ensign Rascala, what's the status of the evacuation?
Our last personnel are boarding the Tanaka Mariko now, Admiral. Estimate they'll be on the way in approximately 10 minutes.
We'll be cutting it close with the bug's first wave.
We'll be okay. If anything, we want them to notice us in the last few minutes.
If you say so, ma'am. Ensign, status of the reactor.
Checking, sir. The coolant is still keeping its temperature within acceptable parameters for now, sir. Estimate 1 hour until it blows.
Captain, status of the skipper missiles.
The station computer has programmed in an optimal firing pattern. It just needs your final approval.
Fine. I'm sure it'll work as well as everything else we've done so far.
Ensign, head down to the shuttle. We'll be joining you shortly.
Yes, sir.
Admiral, are you going to be okay?
Am I going to be... Good God, David. Look around you. Tell me what you see.
Ma'am, I just...
Wreckage. The ruined command center of a ruined station that's going to blow up soon. A few hours ago, I told you I had no intention of letting anything fall apart. Well, so far we've lost 2 carriers, dozens if not hundreds of fighters, and Sector HQ itself. What do you suppose happens after we retreat to New Detroit?
If we control the jump point at New Detroit, they can't just waltz in like they did at Ragnarok?
No, but they can be patient. They can spread through other systems, killing as they go, and then they can march into New Detroit through the back door.
You know we can't hope to avoid casualties. Gemini is too big, and we don't have nearly enough ships to cover all of it. We're going to lose people. We're going to lose civilians. Entire colonies.
We're probably going to lose everything, including Earth. Hell, maybe they won't bother with New Detroit and smash their way straight through to the homeworld instead.
Okay, look, that is enough! Do you remember the Battle of Earth, Admiral? Massive Kilrathi armada. The Confed fleet in pieces. Colony worlds being annihilated one after the other. Do you remember how we still won that battle? And then the war! Admiral Tolwyn never gave up. And without his leadership, we would probably be extinct by now.
Do you remember what Tolwyn became?
That's not the point, you know it! Right now, this sector and probably all of Confed needs you to be focused and unyielding, not despairing. I remember what you said about not letting anything fall apart. That was in the event that Perry was lost. Well, I'm sorry to say that it is lost! Things have become more difficult! Deal with it!
You know, I was saying something similar to Captain Metcalf a little while ago.
Now you've come back and are standing in the rubble. I know that's gotta eat at you. It's not easy seeing P&B like this, and you've got more of a weight on your shoulders than any of us, Sandra, but you can't let it beat you. Because no one else can do this job for you.
That's not much of a pep talk.
Yes, it is.
Fine. Well, we've done everything we can here. No sense standing around. Let's head down to the shuttle. As soon as the Mariko is underway, we'll follow.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna miss this place.
So will I. But they'll build a new one someday.
Main bridge, TCS Gallant, 2:50 p.m.
Flight deck reports Admiral Gooden's shuttle is on board, Captain Metcalf. The Admiral is on her way to the bridge.
Very good. What's the status on the incoming enemy wave?
5 minutes out, Captain.
Are they holding their course?
Yes, sir.
Good. Communications. Put me through to all decks.
Aye, sir.
Attention all hands. This is the captain. We will shortly be getting underway, and I have no doubt at all that the cockroaches are going to put everything they can between us and the new Detroit jump point. I won't pretend things aren't looking grim at the moment, but I promise you all, if we do our jobs right and fight this ship as hard as she can be fought, we'll squash flat every one of those little bastards that tries to stop us. And when this new campaign is over, the only bugs left in Gemini
Admiral
will be
on
dead
deck.
and roasted. Now I have to cut my speech short. I'm sure you'll all be relieved to hear.
Channel closed, sir.
Thank you. Welcome back, Admiral. You cut it pretty close. Those bug bombers are almost on us. Cap fighters and turret gunners are ready to...
Sir, I'm reading 3 large antimatter explosions in the vicinity of the Nephilim wave.
The hell you say?
Just came out of nowhere, sir. It looks like... Good lord, over 120 fighters destroyed. 15 more heavily damaged. They're turning tail and running, sir.
Sorry for not informing you of this in advance, Captain, but it was a very recently made plan, and external communications on Perry were beyond repairing.
What was that, Admiral? Mines?
Skipper missiles. Uncloaked, motionless, almost no electromagnetic signatures. I had one of the civilian freighters evacuating personnel and equipment from Perry quietly drop them off in the enemy's projected path. They might be able to see through the cloaking devices, but we can still catch them off guard the old-fashioned way.
A work of genius, Admiral, and a good omen. Ensign Weiss.
It's Weiss, sir.
High five me, Weiss.
Yes, sir.
Apologies, Admiral. We're an eccentric lot here. Rest assured, though, we're ready to get this ship and fleet out of the system on your orders.
No doubt, Captain. Com, put me through to the fleet.
Channel open, ma'am.
All ships, this is Admiral Gooden. The evacuation of Perry is complete, so we'll be getting underway slightly ahead of schedule. Assume defense pattern Epsilon 2 and proceed to the new Detroit jump point at 150 kps.
Helm, get us moving.
Gooden out.
Channel closed, Admiral.
Get me Sergeant McLaren. He should have reported in by now.
1 second, ma'am. Sergeant McLaren, this is the TCS Gallant. Please respond. Sergeant McLaren, this is the TCS...
What the hell?
Sergeant McLaren, can you hear me? Can anyone hear me?
I hear you, Admiral. In case you haven't guessed from the screaming, your minions' threads have ended. I must say, I question the logic of sending so few into a vessel of this size. Did you think the damage we'd sustained would see off all the horrors inside?
historical parallel to be found in your Battle of the Cell. Consider that before you die.
God fucking damn it! Lieutenant Satterley, get me a list of the ships we have forming the rear guard. That will do. Excuse me, Ensign. TCS Wolfhound, this is Admiral Gooden. At your convenience, fire 2 CAPT ship missiles at the Mount Takachi's hulk. Finish it off.
Admiral, it's going to be quite a while before any more forces reach us. Maybe you should take the opportunity to catch a few hours sleep. We have VIP quarters ready for you.
I don't need any sleep. Run a simulation and find out when and where our fleet and elements of the Nephilim fleet are likely to meet.
Yes, ma'am.
Admiral, the computer predicts that we should just about beat the Nephilim to the jump point if we continue at our current course and speed. Unfortunately, if they send fighter and bomber wings against us, and I really can't see why they wouldn't, we will be looking at a running firefight the entire way there in approximately 1.5 hours, ma'am. And it's about 5 hours straight travel to the jump point.
Never a dull moment today.
Do you think that trick with the skipper missiles might work again?
I doubt it. You can bet they're going to be more careful from now on. Even they can't just throw away fighters by the hundreds.
Admiral, Captain, I'm reading a shuttle launching from the Mount Tokachi's flight deck. Correction, it's drifting. Looks like the bugs tracted it out to the door and set it loose.
Has it been damaged?
I don't think so, ma'am. Its engines appear to be undamaged. They just haven't been powered up.
Scan the thing. Are there any life signs on board?
Scanning. 1, sir.
What are they up to?
Admiral, this has got to be another Trojan horse. They slaughtered our Marines to the last man, but this one is just sent on his way? I don't buy it. Maybe they infected him with that contagion of theirs. Or maybe the shuttle's rigged to explode once it's touched down on a Confederation vessel.
You're suggesting we ignore it?
As much as I hate to say it, yes, ma'am, I am.
Have the Wolfhound scan that ship and its occupant for any possible signs of a trap. If there aren't any to be found, have it dispatch an SAR vehicle under strong escort. If there's any intel we can get from that Marine, or whatever else is on that shuttle, then fair enough. When the investigation is complete, destroy the shuttle. At the first sign that something isn't right, the escorts are cleared to fire.
If there is a surviving Marine on that shuttle, they might need medical attention. Probably more than our SAR vessel is equipped to deal with on their own.
The Wolfhound is cleared to bring them on board if, in the Captain and CMO's judgment, it is safe to do so. But they are to be kept in quarantine until we can pass them over to a more suitable hospital facility.
Very good, Admiral. I'll have that passed along. Ensign Weiss?
Weiss.
See to it.
Yes, sir.
Wing Commander Defiant Few is a fan-made, non-profit audio production by Fourth Starveling Audio based off of the Wing Commander franchise by Chris Roberts, starring Shannon Miller as Admiral Sandra Gooden and Nephilim-human Pilot 2, Huw Carr as Captain David Wilkinson, Titan and the Narrator, Karle as Colonel Patrik Pharaoh Weber and Commodore Price, Edye Benedict as Second Lieutenant Sophie Bard Sermon, Vernon Vincent as Captain Trevor Wizard Grey, Adam Woods as Captain Alan Spear Marlantes, Fabrizio Baldini as First Lieutenant Durant Requiem Moreno, Aaron Dunbar as First Lieutenant Ben Beasty Forscythe, Sussura as Captain Imelda Sundew Montes, Kristen Ashton as Major Rebecca Herald Owens, Scott Z as Brimstone, Brent Myrand as Mealworm, Patrik Nordsiek as First Lieutenant Jonas Pencil Fleischer and Ensign Bertram Mescaler, John Taylor as Captain Metcalf, Carl Tomasello as Lieutenant Satterley, John Leonhardt as Ensign Weiss, and Richard Paul as Nephilim-human Pilot 1. Additional voices by Richard Paul, Huw Carr and Shannon Miller. Music and sound effects are from Wing Commanders 1, 3, 4 and 5 and a Wing Commander movie. Additional sound effects are from soundbible.com and freesound.org. Wing Commander is a registered trademark of Origin Systems. Hope you enjoyed, thanks for listening, and Merry Christmas.